Brad Mays in at quarterback. So Mays, not Shafniski, starting. Mays going deep right out of the chute. Diving catch, Gatlin Casey. They'll rule it incomplete. Well, Shafniski was deep. Snap.
They talked about it. You see Mays, he's got plenty of time. Was able to step into the ball, just overthrows. He put a little bit more air under that. They might say, let's save him.
So there's Shafniski on the sideline, no helmet in tow. Instead, the sophomore Mays lets it go. Looking to hook up with Casey, incomplete, but a flag. Bragalone, a really talented sophomore. Bragalone takes the carry. Then he scampers forward for 2. So this is not a brand new experience for Mays. On play action. Time to throw for Mays. Another deep ball. Derek Knott pulls it in. Knott's the slot.
These two other top receivers. You can see Mays has plenty of time. Yale's going to have to get to him a little bit more because he's able to set up there, go off of one.
Lehigh's quickly into the red zone here. Mays. Underneath to the tight end, Drew Paulson churning forward. Paulson's down to the
than that already just in their first couple of games. You saw them use them right there.
Bragalone plows inside and scores. Touchdown Lehigh. 19-yard line. The Patriot League 5-4 against the Ivy League so far this season. Quick swing from Brad Mays to leading receiver here.
And you can understand why Nick Shafniski has had such great success. Brad Mays hopefully going to just keep working the same plays, the same front.
3rd and 5. Time to complete first senior Trevor Sokeris at 56% on 3rd down conversions.
And you can see a lot of those 3rd downs. They
of 17 on 3rd down against Penn 2 weeks ago. 7 of 14 against Princeton. Bragalone wrapped up in the backfield. Kyle.
Video games numbers.
He ran for 2.5 miles his senior year. Mays pocket collapsing. Forced to throw it away with Sokeris in the area. Fall and plug him in.
And obviously he has produced probably far more than they ever expected him to do.
3rd and 12. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete. Mays behind Pelletier.
To corner where you're matched up one-on-one with a guy is a huge adjustment.
Play action. Mays over the middle. Incomplete. Pops off Pelletier. Penalties declined. Screen pass Sokeris. Turns the corner. Gains 6. And here's that key. 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. Mays gets rid of it. Pelletier's wide open. First down and a whole lot more. Pelletier down the sideline. Touchdown Lehigh.
As you watch this play, they drag Pelletier across, and his man gets caught up in the wash. What you want to do in that kind of play is have all sorts of bodies converging right to left across the middle.
But when I grow up, have a family, I want to be back in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. That's where I want to raise my kids. Nico Brisker, the second running back in for Lehigh, carries for 2 yards. Now play action over the middle. Paulson, it's broken up. Mays gets it out quickly. Pelletier right to the sticks. Falls forward to move. 3 for 3 on 3rd down today.
And Pelletier not afraid to come over the middle.
Now Mays looks deep. Takes a shot. Gatlin Casey's wide open. Spins past the tackle of Alberg. Casey's gone. Touchdown Lehigh.
He's going to be good, but he's still a freshman, and he's up against these All-America caliber wide receivers. He turns them around. You can see he's 5 yards away from him. That far downfield, you just cannot be 5 yards away from one of these.
Harvey played. He loved it. He ended up at Lehigh. Greg unexpectedly passed away in the spring, and Harvey wore number 4 in memory of Greg.
It's a lovely testament to his good friend.
Football field wearing that jersey. Quick hitter to Sokeris. Has some space. And gains 5. It's another one of those 3rd and short.
From Gatlin Casey there, just enough to get them close to that first down marker.
Lehigh's perfect on 3rd down. Another throw incomplete. A lot of now Andy Cohen sends on the punt team.
You can see they send Matthew Opplinger from the outside. Matthew Opplinger has been a
gate out of the Patriot League in Cornell in the Ivy opener last week. Lehigh is 2-2. Mays looking to go for it all. Takes the deep shot. Looked like Casey stumbled a bit and it was a few strides. Carry down Bragalone, drops the shoulder and gains 7 physical yards before Foye
against with this team because you know the defense are going to throw guys at you.
On 3rd down, Bragalone stuffed.
Something to get these guys off of the line of scrimmage and make them respect some deep throws.
Nico Brisker on 1st down, still churning the legs as he carries a host of Eli tacklers forward. Wrestling at his weight class in high school. Play action, Mays over the middle. Pelletier hauls it in. 1st and goal.
When you see Pelletier, he gets that big body between himself.
Brisker moving the legs, stops short of the goal line. 2nd and goal. On November 19th. 2nd and goal. Brisker trying to finish what he started. He does. Touchdown, Lehigh.
You look at this again. Tough running up the middle. He gives him that power. Not that Dom Bragalone doesn't, but it just gives you an extra set of legs, fresh legs that you can throw out of deep.
The second half as well, so there is potential for them to try and run this game away early. Mays taking a deep shot. Pelletier wide open. It's a huge gain again. Troy Pelletier all the way down to the 20s. Play action. Mays lets it go. Pelletier's open. Pelletier scores. Touchdown, Lehigh.
But Waite's eyes are always upfield. Look at him. Eyes are always upfield. Gets Pelletier coming back across the grain. Touchdown, Lehigh.
By the way, Miko Brisker, the running back, wrapped up in the backfield. Good start by the Yale defense there.
Another touchdown.
Deep ball, Pelletier, and sooner or later a blue jersey needs to find him. 1st and 10 for the Mountain Hawks. Brisker, big hole, lowers the shoulder and pushes for another first. There was some talk around the camp this week about turning that around. Quick hitter to the outside. Derek Knott is dropped. Good. Casey's the deep threat. Averages 20 yards a catch. Here is a deep shot. There's Gatlin Casey, and it just overshot him.
That's patterns.
It's 3rd and 10. Here comes the house. Mays takes a shot, and Casey is covered well. For precautionary reasons today, still serving as the holder, but not as the quarterback in advance of a game against Colgate next week. Dom Bragalone. Play action over the middle, incomplete. Mays threw it by. 3rd and 8. Mays is drilled. Marty Mess. Mays started 12 of his first 17. He's just 2 for his last 7 on 3 failed drives. Deep shot here. He finds Paulson up the seam. A whole new.
You can see Paulson earlier was cutting off that slant very short. And here he turns around, and as soon as Brad Mays sees Victor Egu turn his back on them.
This season, Lehigh tight ends as a whole had just 5 last year. Bragalone, 1st down and near the goal line.
That tight end as a weapon. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Quick snap. Bragalone stacked up. Oplinger first.
Seam down the middle to run.
2nd and goal. Bootleg. Mays. Stop short. In the play. 3rd and goal. Bragalone. Chugging forward. Touchdown on the 2nd effort.
2nd and 3rd and into the end zone. Look at this right there. Hit low, hit high, but he never stops moving his legs.
212 is an eon for Lehigh. They have 4 touchdown drives of less than 2 minutes today. On 1st down, though, running.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Yale holds them here to short yardage to see Yale start using some of their timeouts right now. Send a message. I'm not giving up this situation here from Lehigh.
Mays looks to throw. Pressure coming. It's incomplete.
When they're out there and they're firing the ball all over the field, that's what they do.
Mays slings it out. Trevor Sokeris. Similar play we've seen from Sokeris all day. Bragalone bounces outside. Look out. Dom Bragalone, 1st down. And it was their most in 14 years. They're on pace for 700 yards today. Screen pass. Gatlin Casey. Gain of 1. Instead, Bragalone carries. 8 more yards should do it. Game against Colgate coming up next week. But Brad Mays, the backup, has passed for 293 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's looking for more. Airing it out to Casey. It's caught.
Understudy is taking the leading role, and your first reaction is, oh, no, I came all the way in here to see the show, and I'm not going to see the star. And then all of a sudden the understudy blows you away. That's what Brad Mays is doing here today.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is good, but so is Javier Munoz. To the outside, Pelletier is jacked up by
dropped in over his shoulder. Perfect throw, perfect catch.
Mays has passed for 350 yards, and he has more. Gatlin Casey gains another first.
High that opened the game, just airing it out all over the field.
Mays, quick hitter, Derek Knott shakes a tackle. gains about 4.
Coming out with a National Player of the Week award.
On second down, over the middle, catch to Drew Paulson, bounces off a tackle. Paulson, right down near the first down sticks. Blown dead, stepping out about.
This tackle allowed Troy Pelletier to go the length of the field, and we've seen a couple in his last 2 plays.
Dom Bragalone, touchdown, but a flag's out.
Holding, offense, number 78, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And their athletic missions.
On 3rd down, here's Mays. Steps up, throws, end zone, touchdown. Trevor Soker.
Given the job that they're asked to do.
Now Lehigh takes over. A touchdown here would give them their most points this season. Mays scrambles, slides for
more than they got, but still a productive first down for Brad Mays.
Up the middle, Miko Brisker.
Make sure you're healthy for next week.
This is Nana Amunkwa Aye in the game, the 3rd running back, and he is just pinned.
Football games, it's just not possible.
So Lehigh back to work. Mays keeps it himself and only gains 1.
2 seasons.
Dom Bragalone plunges into the line. Stood up. Kyle Mullen, the sophomore defensive end.
A moment after this play.
It's a big 3rd down and 7. The quarterback Mays under pressure. Deep shot. And out comes the flag. Derek Knott.
So can you imagine the productivity that has been lost by Bo Hines?
Mays under pressure. Finds Gatlin Casey along the sideline. It's a 6-yard gain. Off the edge, Bragalone only gains about. Quarterback Brad Mays has passed for 391 yards. On the slant, there's Pelletier, who has caught a good chunk.
Hits that he knows are going to come with that catch.
And I hope you have Pelletier in your Patriot League fantasy team. 170 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Now running play for Miko Brisker, and he gains 4 more yards. And
including the development they've done here at Lehigh.
And this is the heir apparent the next 2 years for Lehigh. Brad Mays only a sophomore. Brisker plods forward for.
There's a lot on the shelf to keep the Lehigh fans happy.
Play action for Mays. Takes a deep shot. Gatlin Casey broken up. Daniel Debner.
Many times deep downfield, but Debner stays with him, times this perfectly, jumps in front, and is able to get his hand on the ball.
So,
great play by the Yale defender.
Sophomore from Manalapan, New Jersey. 5 seconds left in the play clock. Mays to throw, airs it out. There's Pelletier. It's another first down. Almost.
And so used to working with each other. You can see that Brad Mays never took his eyes off of Troy Pelletier, which often.
He's thrown for 400 yards. Shafniski last week, Mays this week. Mays for the end zone. Pelletier, touchdown.
You can see once again, plenty of time. The whole pocket is pushed off to the right side. There is no.
Lehigh back to work again, up 28. Miko Brisker drops the shoulder, gains about 2. That China Arena Football League is interesting. A lot of 2nd and 6 for Lehigh, leading by 28. They were up 14 at halftime. Mays slings it for Gatlin Casey. It's another Lehigh first down. Fall. Pelletier is 12 yards away from breaking his own Lehigh record. Mays, his pass was tipped and incomplete. Flutter of a Lehigh record.
As we said, how do you pick the Patriot League offensive player of the week from these guys?
Pelletier closing in on the record. He gains 10 more. His own receptions record as well. He's caught 13. The record is 15. Mays goes the other way. Here's Derek Knott. First down. Play action. Mays looking deep. Casey, he's got it. Touchdown, Lehigh.
I played under Coach Carcosa, who is just a wonderful man, Hall of Fame, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Miko Brisker up.
Put us in a position to win. And we ended up beating Harvard 7-0 to win a share of the Ivy title. And it's a moment that I still vividly recall so many years later.
Boy, Brisker's still bowling through tacklers. He gains 8 more yards. You mentioned that you
said to the Yale players, you can do that yourselves if you believe in yourselves.
Here's Brisker, stood up by Oblinger. You mentioned your coach, Carcosa.
Coach Carcosa is everything that's good about college football.
Brisker on 3rd and short does enough to move the sticks, so it's a first.
Harvard and Cornell. You don't want to miss that one.
Brisker on the counter. I'd be surprised if we see Bragalone again today as they'll look to freshen him up. But Mays has broken the Lehigh record for passing yards with 503. He'll pick up some more. Derek Knott chugs forward for 8. So Brad Mays.
Next 2 years that we have this guy at the helm.
Brisker stood up. That's Darius Minora, the captain, who you heard from at halftime. Just
on the field and off the field that we want him to be our leader. So it is a huge honor at Yale.
Lehigh goes for it on 4th down. Mays dumps it off. It's caught. It's Zach Buckland's first throw for more than 500 yards. They're led by Tim O'Hara, an outstanding Patriot League left tackle. And here's a run rumbling for
to line.
Rumbling up the middle. It's another. This is from Florida.
Right.
Buckland, who just had the catch, is from Washington. Pelletier from New Hampshire. So they start local and then spread their wings from there.
University, but now you can also say when you're recruiting, not only do you get to go to Lehigh, but you're going to play on a really good Patriot League football team that'll have school. I had 100 kids in my senior class, and I walked into this building thinking, oh my goodness, this is pretty impressive.
Crawford again.
Game for them next week, but they've got to be happy with how they played here.
Okay, keep moving.
Another run for Crawford. Picks up a couple
Of the positive things that we did.
It's 3rd down. Crawford bounces outside and goes nowhere. So tackled for no last time. Crawford chugging the legs. It's close. Nope, he's